I'm Liz Graciela, and your Skyline Scoop starts right now.
Hey y'all, Martin Pinal here. I'm here to talk to you guys about radio, television, and film, or RTVF. In your 9th grade year, you will cover the history of radio, television, and film. And you will learn things like how to break down movie shots, the rules of thirds, and learn the basics of the camera. During your 10th grade year, you'll shoot and edit your own short films. You'll also take an audio course where you'll learn how to record and edit audio for podcasts, movies, soundtracks, and music albums. Your junior and senior year, you will advance in the audio course as well as become a member of the Skynet news crew. Skynet is a daily school news program broadcast in every classroom here at Skyline. We have features sports, student opinions, and school events, and special segments like Martin Facts. Plug, plug. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. I'll see y'all later.
Good morning, Raiders. We only have a few announcements today, starting with the Dallas County elections. You can apply to work in the upcoming election and earn $12 per hour. It's March 3rd. You must be 16 years or older and a U.S. citizen and can pick up an application with Mr. Swag in A16 or with Ms. Brown in the main office. The deadline is January 31st. Let's check out today's weather.
Good morning, Skyline Raiders. I'm Clarissa here with your weather for today. Monday, January 13th, it's a cloudy day today with a high of 64 and low of 51. Tomorrow, there will be a partly sunny day with a high of 71 and low of 57. That's all we have for today, Raiders. Check in next time for more weather with Clarissa.
Now for today's lunch.
For Monday's lunch, we have steak fingers with mac and cheese, PB&J Smart Box, smashed potatoes, roasted carrots, peaches, and a frozen fruit cup treat.
Here's your A segment.
They come in, they're giggling, they're laughing. And there's just like a lot of kind of like giddy, intense energy.
Coming from what?
And then the circle and their relationships with each other actually kind of like quiet something in them and allow them to be more present for each other.
When we do circles here, before we do the circles, we sit down and like plan the opening ceremony. It lit. My great hope is to laugh as much as I cry, to get my work done and try to love someone. And I have enough courage to accept the love in return. Maya Angelou. And in high school especially, like, we don't have enough, connections with each other sometimes, everybody just all focused on the work and, stress at home and stuff like that. And circles create a space where people can talk about their feelings, about how they're doing home life. Now we will review our class values. The first one was being open.
The other one is respect.
We share our values to respect each other and stuff like that, because, you know, we all are still humans and people get sensitive sometimes. So we're trying to make sure, you know, that everybody feels comfortable and doesn't get their feelings hurt. Okay, now we will share an object that relates to hope.
I have my I Heart Being Black bracelet because I hope that everybody is proud of who they are.
I got this play to win thing from a boyfriend. We exchange bands all the time. And this brings hope because, like, it just keeps me going.
My mom made this necklace for me, and it represents hope because she never had time to do anything for herself. They're being asked to be vulnerable to a group of people, which is kind of like antithetical to what it's like to be a teenager, which is what's the best way to hide right now. So the first thing that I do is I share as deeply as I possibly can. I feel like if I can share deeply and from my heart and listen really attentively to other students, they're looking at me to see how I'm behaving.
I have you guys give me a lot of hope and stuff like that.
Our advisory is like a family. I've been through police brutality, tragedies and stuff like that. And instead of me being depressed about life, I know I can come in and talk to my community. They understand. And most of the time, if it's something I'm going through, they've probably already been through it before.
People act like they shy and stuff like that, you know, and like the icebreaker loosens and, you know, everybody up, you know, we all get in a good mood and then we're ready to talk.
The wind comes and blows if you live in Oak.
The wind comes and takes anyone whose shirt is black.
The wind comes and takes anyone that likes to play basketball.
Anybody who has headphones.
Anybody that lives in East Oakland. If you're wearing shorts.
The wind comes and
blows if
you have on a pink shirt.
I picked this talking piece. This show is hard, and we're a strong community.
It's kind of like step up, step back, because, you know, I am stepping up by, you know, putting myself out there and being a facilitator. But I'm also like stepping back because I'm letting other people talk as well.
What's good about being a teenager?
You get more freedom now.
You get to know people really deeply.
If you look back on your childhood, you realize that there's certain things that you couldn't do when you were that age.
You get the taste of being an adult.
Man.
So, yeah, you're like...
I mean, I find it balanced to be serious and be funny. If we're saying something that's, you know, sad, that just changes the whole direction of the circle. So, I mean, eventually somebody has to say something to make the circle, you know, bring back to life, because if it's sad, nobody's going to want to talk again.
And sort of like letting the circle alternate between serious and light. We can laugh in certain moments. We can allow this to become lighter so that we also stay more resilient in the circle. And laughing with them is really important. And it also shows I respect all of who they are.
What's hard about being a teenager?
Sometimes you just want to do stuff that you think you're ready for, but then when really you're not, and you just want to grow up too fast sometimes.
When you're a child, you know how you're always so happy and stuff like that. Now you're a teenager and you know what stuff's happening in the world and like you feel sadder. I don't remember being happy. Like the closest time I remember that was when I was like 6, so. The one thing I hate about being a teenager is like you can't be as happy as you were as a kid.
I remember really wanting to leave home from really the time I started high school. I had to just like sit with it and wait until I was old enough to leave the house, even though I wasn't necessarily ready.
Well, I have more responsibilities now. Take care of my little brother and family members and everything, so it's really harder now.
You have to learn how to say things without getting in trouble, or like the right way how to say it without like getting an attitude.
Before I came to Midwest, I didn't have no self-control. Like in class, I was the class clown, and I never listened to my teachers. Getting suspended, I never cared. And every time I got a phone call home, I used to lie and say, she lying, I never did that. When I'm in a circle, I feel opened up. The circles is a part of me treating people better because I see how people are when people open up, and I see how they're treated, and I know I wouldn't want nobody to treat me like that.
They come into the room with 9 years of experience of this is what kind of student I am. And I just think that's the power of a circle. You are exactly who you are as you are in relationships with your peers. Someone who she doesn't get to be most of the time.
You can control yourself. You don't need nobody to tell you to stop. You know if you right or wrong.
If you could change one thing about being a teenager, what would it be?
Everyone should have a mentor, not only about your schoolwork, but like what goes on in your house.
They're wondering why teenagers are like becoming more and more obese, and it's because they don't feed us healthier foods.
School should be more interactive because the best way to learn is hands-on.
They still see us like we're little kids, but they don't know what's going on in our minds. They don't know if we're maturing.
What are the things teenagers can do to make a difference in their lives or others?
Think about things twice before you do anything. That was my lesson learned. Because if I would have thought about it the second time, I've probably never been in the trouble I'm in.
Don't be so negative. Once you're negative around people, like people get negative too. If you're positive, then everybody around you going to be more positive, even if they're around like their household is negative.
Her ability to build relationships with her peers, to allow me to know her more deeply, to allow other people to help harness her energy if this is the kind of student I am, I think it's allowed her to stay here.
So we're gonna do the closing ceremony. Cause you have an opening one, so why not have a closing one? I mean, you know, like you have to close it out with something good. This little basket is gonna go around. Everybody will pick a name, and then you say appreciation.
I want to appreciate Alfredo because you're hella nice.
I appreciate Matthew. You're a good friend, and I know I can trust you with stuff.
I want to appreciate you because you're really nice and you're really fun to hang out with, and you did a good job leading this.
I appreciate Sarah because this whole week and last week, Sarah's just been making me laugh, and like she just got a good attitude, and she's like so helpful. She helps me whenever I need help. I see her like a sister.
I want to appreciate Pancho for staying strong after going through a lot and having to wear that and being under house arrest and not being able to go out.
I want to appreciate you because on everything you do, you always give it like 120%. Like you really just express yourself in everything you do, and yeah, best friend.
Everybody clap for Kalia and Jennifer and yourselves. Yeah.
That's all for today, readers. Be sure to catch up on all things Skyline by following us at Skyline Broadcasting, and to make sure you never miss an episode of your Skyline Scoop, you can sign up to receive mobile broadcasts by texting SKYN to 81010 or visit us at skylinebroadcasting.org. I'm Liz Graciela, and with everyone here from Skyline News, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.